Good morning. Today we're going to pick apart a strategic plan. So I chose this one, and I think it's a really good strategic plan and easy to follow, easy to break down. It's just very clear. And you'll see that it's for the Department of Defense schools. So while it's not directly related to technology, we're going to talk about how to align technology to these goals. So the menu bar here is how you navigate through this plan. And if you click on this Our Plan tab, you can see that this would be the rationale, the introductory parts. Elements of the plan are the vision. We always have a vision, the mission statement, core values. These tell what the driving forces are for all of the decisions that were made in this, and then critical success factors. You're going to find, as we look through the goals, that each one has strategic initiatives and critical success factors. The other thing that we're going to look at here are the focus areas, and sometimes you find these in a plan and sometimes you don't. But this one highlights 4 of the strategic initiatives that we'll see in the goals. So the first one is from Goal 1. It's 1.1, Equitable Learning Experiences. The second one is from 1.2, a successful transition to college, career, and life. The third one is from Goal 3, Equitable Employee Engagement. And the fourth one is from Goal 4, Equity for Students, Employees, and Families. So you can see that equity is a really important focus area for all of this plan. And then under the Goals tab, you can see Goal 1. We'll look through these in more detail. Goal 2 is School Excellence. And Goal 3 is Talent Excellence. Goal 4 is Organizational Excellence. And so we're going to break these down a little bit deeper on the next slide. So the elements of the plan, again, are achieving the vision. And this vision is defining the long-term destination as a school system. The vision statement is excellence in education for every student, every day, everywhere. So the first paragraph describes how they came with this vision, and you notice that the vision statement itself is short, and that's really how it should be written. Ideally, everyone in the organization can remember the vision statement and the mission statement. The difference between these is that the vision statement is what you see basically with your eyes closed. It's the ideal world that you would like to create, excellence in education for everyone. The second mission statement is about what you're doing every day when you're there. So educate, engage, and empower military-connected students to succeed in a dynamic world. And that is basically what the schools are trying to do. Now for Goal 1, Student Excellence. That's a great goal, simply stated, broad, and far-reaching. And this is a good goal, simply stated, broad, and far-reaching, and you find that you can break it down further into your objectives, or in this case, strategic initiatives. So students are the heart of the DoDEA, of all that DoDEA does, and they're committed to preparing each student to maximize their academic growth and well-being for college, career, and life. So again, this is about the students. Strategic Initiative 1 is about equitable learning experiences, and that requires technology equitably and a lot of different areas. So the critical success factors here are data-informed instruction and differentiated instruction for all students. So those would be the two main projects that you might be working on in this area. The second goal, Strategic Initiative 1.2, was also one of the focus areas for the plan. Successful transition to college, career, and life. You're developing programs to support students through our primary and secondary education for their transition into college, career, and life. There are different ways that you can do this. It could be through your ROTC program. It could be by providing advanced placement courses for your students if they're going to be college bound. It could be more of a CTE program where you're providing students with the job type skills that they might need in a non-college bound job. Critical success factors here are support for social and emotional learning, and to promote, foster, and support partnerships for military-connected students and families. And I think this is really important as people stay at the base for different lengths of time, and it's important to have smooth processes for transitioning in and for moving them on to the next project, or the next base. As you look at these, I would ask you to ask yourselves whether you're seeing evidence of this at the school level. If you're seeing that the school or the leadership is trying to provide equitable opportunities for students in different ways, then you know that they've already started on this, and there's probably a project plan for working on this. If you can see programs that are supporting this transition, then that would be something that you can take a look at now. Goal 2 is school excellence. Now, if you remember, school excellence did not come down under any of the specific focus areas, but that doesn't mean that it's not important. So instructional improvement, I would say that that's something that you're going to be thinking about, whether it's differentiated learning for students or or looking at raising test scores across the board. So the first strategic initiative is developing and continuously improving data-driven practices, and that's always something that's new, and I have worked in many data-driven types of projects where we're looking at data, analyzing it, and creating predictive analytics using data. And it's always a challenge to the teachers and administrators, because it's not something that you pick up when you're in college or practice teaching or something like that, unless you're just getting out now. So we'll do a module about that later on. As for Strategic Initiative 2.2, College and Career Ready Standards, this is pretty closely linked to Initiative 1.2 in the previous goal, where we're talking about college and career readiness. Here, the success factors are align standards-based instruction and to leverage research-based practices to enhance education. Goal 3, talent excellence. Very, very important. This was where we make sure that the teachers have the professional development that they need, the training, that they're able to network with other teachers, and anything else that is going to improve their ability to teach. So here we have 3 initiatives. The first one is ensuring workforce and human capital capacity. And the success factor is developing a human capital plan and cycle. What do you think is human capital? Well, that's the ability and background to have the right teachers when you need them. It means that when you need a physics teacher, you have a physics teacher to put in, and you're not just putting in a math teacher or someone else who took a couple of courses. So the second initiative is about equitable employee engagement. Your networks, your learning networks, and these courses that you're allowed to take where you can work towards a master's degree. Successful onboarding and offboarding. This means that when you hire someone, you give them the background of what everybody's doing. So you don't, if you've been working 1 year on a certain educational goal, then when the new teachers come in the next year, they need to know about that and they need a chance to catch up. Then, and also to be oriented in the technology that you're using and how you're doing things. The third strategic initiative is improving DODEA's system of professional learning, and this is very important. So an aligned system of professional learning to what your career and student standards are, and an instructional leadership professional learning so that teachers, administrators, principals, assistant principals, everybody's getting the training that they need to do their best job. And finally, organizational excellence. This is the whole DODEA system. So taking a closer look there, DODEA wants to continuously improve its comprehensive approach to planning, allowing the schools, the district, the region, and headquarters to appropriately plan and budget. There are 4 strategic initiatives here. The first one has to do with comprehensive planning, and that means writing a plan that is comprehensive, that works together, and where you can break that down to achieve the strategic goals by working on the initiatives mentioned. The second one, information technology modernization, and the critical success factor here is planning for technology. I noticed in researching this that you don't have a technology plan to go along with this. So it would either be a matter of writing one that's going to get to your goals or somehow implementing that. Initiative 4.3, accountability for operational performance. Success factors are system accountability, analytics to measure effectiveness, and clear and appropriate policies. And then strategic initiative 4.4 is, again, equity for students, employees, and families. And this is a recurring theme, the issue of equity. So you need policies, practices, and learning opportunities to support this, and a climate that ensures equity for all. So again, the focus areas are the 4 initiatives that we mentioned previously. And for the next steps, I would like you to read the DODEA education plan. There you have a link to it and your reading, and consider the goals and focus areas that we looked at. Then meet with your group and discuss how the goals and initiatives would make a difference at your school. You can meet with a group or you can work individually. That's up to you, as we discussed in the first chat. Which of these strategic initiatives interest you the most? Think about how you might go about making it happen. So you're going to develop a plan for one of the strategic initiatives. And the assignment sheet is attached in this page, and so you can take a look at that, and we'll also talk about that on a chat.